But I have done one thing.
I learned something about the E39 M5 wheels the other day.
Is this genius or is this laziness?
When you look at the wheels, it's super obvious once you know this.
I've always liked those wheels.
You could definitely get the Mercies with a manual. I don't know, with the LPs and all that.
We're just kind of throwing darts.
Wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay, but a shout out upholstery guys. You know, sometimes they're getting slept on. What they're doing is really hard work.
Too bad. It's mine.
This is across the board everywhere. Good morning and welcome back to another episode with your favorite dumb shifts in the world. Gonna give you a quick update, all right? I haven't spent much time working on the cars, less than I would like. Less than what is ideal, let's say that, okay? But I have done one thing, and that's put seat covers in the truck, okay? Now you may ask why, and that's because of the dogs. The dogs destroy the interior of my truck.
I was concerned for a second.
No, I don't want to go into the details, but it's not fun to clean it up. So I got seat covers. We'll protect them. They're washable. I just did Rough Country, and they're on Amazon. You know, they're not the cheapest ones out there. Middle of the road. Really surprising how great they are. Highly recommend it. Good product. They smell. So you got to let those things like off gas a little bit, man. That's for sure. And you know what? We've had horrible weather lately. And I can't just leave the windows open. It's raining every other day. I just want to leave the windows open for like 2 days outside, but I can't. So every time I get in, it's like a gas chamber. Enough of my sob story. What do we got going on in your garage?
Funny enough, I'm also working on my seats. I'm reupholstering a set of Vaders for my E36 M3. I've got the teardown all done.
Okay.
Took a look at the pile of parts and said, holy shit, what did I get myself into? On Monday, I should be getting my new seat foam all the way from Turkey.
Wow.
And then I should be going back the other way. So really excited to get those in the car.
That's a big project.
Coming up this spring. Oh, yeah. I would say it's probably close to as complex as manual swapping the car.
Wow. Just upholstery. All right. So shout out upholstery guys. You know, sometimes they're getting slept on. What they're doing is really hard work. Yeah, I've actually avoided interior work just for that reason. Like, it's really tedious. Yeah, detail. You got to be so detailed and patient.
100%.
How many tools got thrown across the floor?
Actually, not that many. It was a long, slow learning process. I've never done it before. And mine are, I'd say at least one of the seats is pretty beat. So like I had to tear it all the way down. It wasn't like just take the leather off and reskin it. It was take the leather off, repair the net on the back of the seat, got to redo the rails. I got to repair some cracked plastic in there.
Yeah.
It also had heated seat mats on there, so that added some complexity to it as well.
Wow. So, I mean, you essentially restore them brand new almost from the ground up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gonna be well worth it, especially the infamous Vader seats. Let's insert the image right there. Those things are awesome. They got the M stripe colors on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
They do.
Well worth it. Awesome. Well, good job to you and proper meditation technique before taking a project on like that. I would have not been able to handle that. But today we've got a lot of exciting games.
Yeah, what's up first?
We are ready to share with you. All right, right away, we're going to do some of the all-time greatest wheel draft, okay? So we're revisiting the wheel draft, but this is across the board everywhere. All right, last time was a lot of aftermarket wheels. You know, we did the aftermarket. This is stock, okay? Factory wheels, all types of cars we're drafting right now. Take a moment and pause the video and let us know what your first round draft pick is before you see what he steals off the board. First round draft pick goes to you.
Ooh, I get to pick first?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, we got some good wheels on here. And I'm going to kick us off with the E39 M5 wheels.
Classic.
Those are awesome. And I learned something about the E39 M5 wheels the other day. And it's actually a mix of two other factory BMW wheels. And I'm going to look them up right now so I can tell you which styles they are.
M parallels.
Yeah, M parallels.
And then it's a wheel that was on like Z cars, I want to say. That the other split 5 spoke. I can't remember the style number either.
Which, when you look at the wheels, it's super obvious once you know this, but I never realized that. The Style 65 is just the M parallels and the Style 66 smashed together.
What number is the M parallel? If that's like 67 or is that 64, okay. They're just all 3 in a row. They knew what they were doing.
Not on the Facebook post I'm looking at.
We need can Siri help us out with this? Hey Siri, what style number are
37?
Oh, so those are earlier on.
Did you know that the E39 M5 wheels are the Style 66 and the Style 37s just smushed together?
Is this genius or is this laziness?
It's genius. They look amazing.
Absolutely genius. Also, shout out the E39 M5 wheels. The color on those wheels was like way out there for the time period.
Yeah, the shadow chrome is
The
cool.
shadow chrome. Yeah, that stuff's really cool. All right. So first round draft pick goes to Ian. That's an easy one for me. You know, I wasn't going to pick it at all. Not even considering it. So right off the bat, you know what sticks out to me the most here? These old school Lambo wheels, the Miura OEMs. Look at these things. Those things are sweet. That's my #1 draft pick right there.
I think they fit the time period, but wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay, but imagine this, like slightly bigger, the deeper dish, you know, like updated on a slammed car. Dude, those things are sick.
Yeah, but it says OEM on here.
It
so
does.
Those are not slightly
you know, a man can
updated.
dream. A man can dream. We're taking those.
Okay. All right. Up next, I'm going to take the Ferrari F40 wheels. Those are so cool. I love all the versions of, I don't know what you want to call that, like a flat 5-spoke. I think it's a very versatile wheel.
That's a timeless wheel. Timeless. And I was really wanted to pick that now. I kind of regret my first choice.
Too bad. It's
already got it off of the board. Okay. Well, you know, I never even really knew what these wheels were until I looked them up the other day. We're going with Lexus LFA wheels. I love these things. They look like your classic Y-spoke that's popular right now. And like this car is what, like 10, 15 years old at this point? They knew what they were doing. That's my round #2 pick.
Yeah. As far as Y-spoke goes, or 5 Y-spokes go, I think that's a pretty bad example.
Ooh. I mean, it's not like concave, you know, it doesn't have the dish, but you know, it's there.
It's okay.
It's the honorable.
I think the spokes are too thick on that one.
Yeah, I could see it, but I don't see it.
All right. Well, as long as you're happy with it. Up next, I'm going to go with the E46 M3 CSL wheels. I think these are the style 359s or something like that. This is just a classic wheel. You can't beat it.
Absolutely classic.
Well, you can beat it, but it's a classic wheel.
Overplayed, if you don't mind.
It's definitely overused, yeah. This and the Apex arcades.
All right. My next pick. This is going to be kind of tough. Running through it in the head. What are we going to do?
Quit filibustering. Let's go.
C6 ZR1 wheels. I love those things. Polished. Beautiful wheel. That's what we're picking.
It's a good looking wheel. And it's like pretty much a variation of the E46 wheel that I just talked about. Just a little sharper and more aggressive. That's a good looking wheel. Up next, I'm going to choose the classic 911 wheel, the Fuchs wheel.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with those.
I think forgettable. I truly think forgettable.
On their own, you look at it and you're like, okay, that's not a great looking wheel. But then you see it on an old 911, and you're like, yeah, that wheel was meant for that car.
Truly matches the styling. All right, fair enough. Next one we're going with, you will never catch me drafting the Carrera wheels. That is for sure. Anything that has anything to do with that surfboard of a car, I will never pick. We're gonna go.
Scared of some center locks?
We're gonna go with. It's actually getting tougher here.
No, it's not. There's a lot of good wheels left.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, there's a lot of good wheels left. You know what? I have to pick the GSX, the old school GM rally wheels, the Buick wheels specifically, WG wheels for the fanatics out there. We're gonna pretend these are WGs. That's what we're picking. Okay. You know, it's just muscle car era is my thing, and that's for me.
This is another wheel where on its own you look at it, you're like, that's not that great of a wheel. But if you see it on the car, it fits. Looks like it was made for the car.
Yeah, I'd
agree with that.
This image doesn't do it a lot of justice, but it looks good on the car. See, that's the thing about the OEM wheels. You know, I'm noticing it's a lot about how do they look like on the cars, and does it match that feeling and that vibe? Because the aftermarket ones, you just look at and you're like, that's a good looking wheel. Like, I know that belongs on my car.
Yeah, I'd say any wheel, depends on the application. Okay, up next, I am picking the R34 GTR wheel. Love how set back the spokes are on that wheel. Adds a lot of aggression to it.
All right, next one, I'm going to get it while it's still out there. The STI gold wheels. I feel like those are just well known. Everybody knows exactly what that wheel is.
Especially on a blue Subaru, that's iconic.
That's the look. We're getting those before I get stuck with like super wheels or something. I didn't want to say anything.
Those are
but-
ugly. Up next, I'm taking the 90s AMG, aka the monoblocks, I believe they call these.
Yeah, those.
These look so baller on an older Mercedes, especially if it's slammed.
Stance Nation garbage. Get that out of here.
Not really my style of build, but they look good on the older Mercs, no doubt about it.
All right. We'll let you take that one. You know, originally I wasn't going to pick this one at all, but it's been eyeing me. It's been eyeing me the entire time. And we're going with the Ford GT wheels.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of liking them right now. At first, I was not a fan. It was not sticking out to me. But, like, as the choices narrow down and I'm stuck between Supra, NSX, Carrera GT, like, I got to stay true. Ford GT. That one's off the block.
They look at home on a Ford GT, but they do nothing for me. I'm taking the peelers next. I can't believe you didn't take those.
I've been honestly every round I almost went to the peeler, but I'm like, nah, I'll wait it out. I thought that was gonna be
you waited too long.
the
It's gone
sneak
now.
pick at the end. You're trying to pigeonhole me into the Carrera GT wheels, and it's just not gonna happen. So for that reason, we're taking the NSX wheels. I can deal with it. It's a pretty generic 5-spoke. I'll live with it.
You
Not
know,
bad.
Quinn, you were saying that I can literally pigeonhole you into the Carrera GT wheels right now.
You know, but you're the Carrera GT fan, so don't let the people down. Don't let the people down.
So, I guess fortunately for you, Quinn, the Supra wheels are so ugly that I'm going with the Carrera GT wheels. So
I will
that's what you're getting for
gladly
your last
take them.
choice.
This is not even like I'll accept. Absolutely taking them. Thank you for saving me from the Carrera GT.
Build your dream garage for $9. Once a car is taken, it's off the board, and we want to see your garage in the comments. Quinn, start us off.
Let's go. This is an easy one. Thank you for the first pick. I am gonna do what the people want. The F40 is absolutely taken. That's in my garage.
You
I mean, at this point, just light your money on fire because there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no longer a dream garage if you don't get the first pick.
okay. Well, that is my absolute dream car of all time. So I hate you for that. But I guess I'll take the runner-up prize, which is the Lambo.
Ooh. Is this the Lambo that still can come with a gated manual? If I remember correctly, the last generation that comes with a gated manual, let us know. Lamborghini purist, let us know.
Yeah, you could definitely get the Mercies with a manual. I don't know with the LPs and all that, but I think you could get this one in manual.
So, I mean, that's a sweet car. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, thank you for now picking the Carrera GT. We all know I have a deep personal issue with that car. All right, next up, we're picking, you know, it's pretty easy. But I don't want to spend the budget so fast.
What, the Carrera GT?
Yeah, I don't want to go bankrupt on the ugliest car in the existence of the world. So for that reason, we're picking the C8 Z06. I love
Good.
C8.
Good. Take it.
That's mine. That's it. And I'm already $7 out. So now we gotta get budget friendly over here.
R34 GTR for me next. Easy.
Oh wow. Was not expecting that one at all. Was not expecting, especially with a couple Porsches on the board. Wow, that was a change up.
I can still afford another Porsche if you don't take it.
I will not take it. I will not. Although, looking at some of the other choices, it's, you know, I never realized as much of a Corvette guy as I am, except for when I have to pick between a Miata, a Porsche, and a Corvette. We are going to take...
You got a mouse in your pocket?
You know, it's a family choice. You know,
yeah,
I'm putting it in the
that's a good
family's
point.
garage. You know, the wife's got to have to drive one of them eventually. And I'm going to have to try to fit my son in the back seat of one of these. So now that I'm looking at it, we do have one 4-door on there. Although I would never pick that one. I mean, with the car, it's just because of the choices. You know, I don't want to upset the Evo fans. But like when you're looking at these other cars, you're not picking it. You're not. All right, so I got to do some quick math in my head. So give me a second. I got to remember how much I've spent. $7, okay. That's going to put me over budget, so I kind of screwed myself on that one. We're going to go with the GT4.
After you said you wouldn't take it?
Yeah, but then I looked at what's $1, and I just realized...
Unbelievable.
I'm not even going to dip into the dollar range. I'm just not. I'm just going to go balling, going to go all out.
Unbelievable.
You know what they say, to be balling, you have to be all in. And I just spent all my budget, 3 picks, and we're out. That's it. Dream garage closed. Shut the door.
Okay. I guess I got $2 left here. And free reign at this point. I'm gonna go with the E46 M3 and the Evo 9.
Wow. That threw me for one. That threw me for one. The C7 was still on the board.
Don't get me wrong, C7 is an incredible value at that price point.
It is. It is.
It's just not my favorite Z06.
And the Supras are holding value like crazy.
Supras do hold value like crazy. I think they're cool cars, but I don't think they're really attractive cars.
I would say, though, the E46 M3, that's a good buy at $1, especially compared to a Miata or an Evo. But, wow. All right, that's it. Dream Garage is built. I got the F40. I didn't really care after that. You know, this, I'm kind of
No need to brag.
We're just kind of throwing darts. We'll see what it lands on. We'll take anything. I'm driving an F40. And back, by popular demand, build your dream garage for $9. First round pick goes to you. So let's see what you got, Ian. Don't disappoint the fans. What are we picking?
The Viper.
Viper. That's a Calvo. Mind you, that's like 2,500, 3,000 horsepower Viper.
A little something light.
Wow. That is crazy. $4 for
Money
the
well spent,
Viper.
Quinn. What are you taking?
I would say money,
He's got
you know.
something to say.
Money well spent. I love the Vipers. Always been a big Viper fan. But we are absolutely taking the Demon. The Demon 170. Give me, what was that, an 8-second quarter-mile car?
Who cares?
Dude. That's insane. That's my first round pick. So 2 green cars right off the bat, you know. I guess we're not specifying color, but for reference, you know, they're sticking out. Next round.
Okay. Up next, I'm taking the E90 M3.
E90 dropping down into the $2 range.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the price tier I was trying to avoid. I'm not a big fan of all of those older German cars.
They all got V8s, Quinn. You love V8s.
That is true.
I think the Mercedes is the one for you.
I mean, it's probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a great like family car to get around town and everything. But you know what? We're going down into the $1 range. We're taking the Z4 M40. I believe that's B58 motor in there. So you know
God's motor.
Yes, you know we're sending that thing to the moon. At this point, my garage is already looking at over 2,000 horsepower in its future. I mean, that's insane. And we've only spent $5. We still got $4 to go.
Mine started at over 2,000 for the record.
That is true. I'm trying to play catch up.
I think that's a first for us.
All right, what's next?
Okay, up next for me, I'm going with the R34 GTR.
In shadow chrome, is that the right color? Color shift, chrome shift, something.
Midnight Purple, I think, is the name of the
That's
thing.
exactly what I said.
There's some number to it, maybe. I don't know.
That's exactly what I said. Cool color, I will say. Cool car. All right, so I got to do math again for $5. Wow, I got $4 left on the table, and we're gonna go Supra. We're gonna go the Mark IV Supra. $3. That puts me at a total of $8. Oh man. Let's see what happens.
So is it the S2000 or the BRZ?
Well, you take your pick. No, this could get scary or it could be all right. So it's your pick, right?
No, I'm maxed out. I did 4, 3, 2. I'm at 9 already. I got my dream garage.
Wow.
You just got to choose your last car.
Math is just not mathing today. All right, so I get one more pick, and I guess it's gonna be S2000.
That's the right choice.
Yeah, I might be the first guy that's probably not excited to pick an S2000, but I feel like it's like a consolation prize. Like, oh, here, you kind of got an S2000 because
S2000s are fun cars. Don't listen to him.
You didn't budget properly.
Don't listen to him.
I'm kind of regretting my choices. I'm looking at the RX-7. Oh well, it's a decision we got to live with.